Hello everyone, it's Lasher here. We're going to talk about how to do a little bit of a grime coat to this B&LE car, which this one is finished with the grime coat, and I think it's about as far as I'm going to take this car. So we're going to talk about how we achieve this grime coat. It's pretty easy. This inside of this car was sprayed with the airbrush with a brown Tamiya mixture. So I can explain how I kind of do the grime coat, kind of get that nice grimy look inside the car. And how the ribs are highlighted a little bit with a little bit of grime. I was trying to model this car not too far after it was patched from B&LE. So, and you can see the grime inside there. Sometimes that's really hard to get with an airbrush and make it look not so full and solid painted, kind of like the inside of this car, because it's hard to get the airbrush in there and just do a thin spray and not get it too heavy places and too light places. So this technique here that I've been using for quite a while works out pretty good for getting the grime coat on the car. So to start with it, I usually take some weathering powders. This is AIM products. I've had it for years. It's weathering powder. I actually put it into a container and mix it with windshield washer fluid. Works really well to make a little pasty stuff, and it goes on the car, and you can manipulate it very good. So I put a little bit of that on there, and I take it and I apply it to a brush. I have a car here that we can do a little bit of work with, kind of show how it goes. So I'll move this car to the background here and move on in. It's in process. So this car has, on the bottom, it has a first coat. It's just got the grime started on it. So I just took a little bit of the powder, put the windshield washer fluid in the mixture, and what you can do is you can just dip it in there, and then you can you just kind of stipple it on the car and just move it around. And now this first coat was done like that, and I let it dry, and now it's dry, and now you can go through and feather it the way you would like. Right now it's just a little harsh. This is basically just one color. I was kind of going with a little bit of a rusty, cold, dusty kind of look. So to feather it out, what I do is just put a little bit of windshield washer fluid on the table there, and you can dip your brush in and get it wet. And then you can just go through and you can just stipple this, move it all around, because since it's a powder and it's on a dull coated car, you can basically wipe it back off. So I just kind of go through and just kind of keep moving it around. This probably wasn't showing up good, but you can just keep moving it around. And if you want to take some off, all you do is grab a paper towel. Just grab a paper towel and then dab your brush off to get off and get a little more water, or windshield washer fluid, not so much water, but the camera keeps picking up the brush. And then you can just kind of manipulate it around. and get it a little close here so we can see. Get the camera to focus. So you can just move that around, pretty much put it wherever you want. And you can do a color combination. However, you can do layers of colors. If you get a layer you like, after you get a layer on there, you like it, you can get it to where you want it, and you want to put another color on, seal this layer on with some dull coat, put the next layer on, give it a nice depth look on your rust and grime. Like I said on this one, I'm just going for pretty much a single, kind of a single color. I'll put a little bit of black around the coal bunkers where the discharge chutes are, kind of like that. Nothing too much. And plus, you really can't see it on when it's on the railroad too much, but you can see the nice highlighted ribs. We'll do a little bit of work with that also on there. Let the camera focus there at the end. You can see the grime. So I'll kind of show you what's going on with the ends. So this end here, I have a lot of the grime in there, and like I said, you just go in there with the brush, and it just kind of flows it around, moves it, gets it where you want it. And I know a lot of people kind of do paint washes with this, but the paint washes I see, it's kind of not as forgiving. With the paint wash, it's kind of like you put it in there and you can move it around, and once it's dry, you can't reactivate it. With this, you just put a little bit of windshield washer fluid on there, and it easily reactivates, and then you can nicely move it around the way you want it. But definitely wanted to show you guys how I achieve that. Like I said, like when you do the panels, we can do a panel line. So you just get a little bit on there, and then you can just go right up to the rib, and just drag it right down that rib. And then go up around the top there. It's not as easy doing it through the camera, but you just keep building that layer up. Get a little too much on there, dab it off, get a little bit of fluid. You just go right down them ribs. Makes it really nice. And then it's really nice to highlight the ladders when you get around them ladders, and then you can just take some fluid and just go right into them. Get the camera to focus. Go in there and move that material, move it around, highlights those edges. And then, like I said, we even, like you say, oh, we got a bunch on the front, on the side here. Well, what do you do about that? You just kind of smear it on there. And then if you don't want, let's get it to focus. If you don't want that much on there, just take a Q-tip, put it in a little bit of, wet it down a little bit, and you can basically just kind of wipe that right off. And you can just leave it right where you want it. You can see it picked it right up off the car body. And if you want, you just keep going around. And also you can take these makeup brushes, these little really fine makeup brushes, and you can go through there and you can stipple with that. Sorry about this moving around and not focusing. You can really move it around with that, You can draw it down the car. You can give a little grime to your panels with that. Same way, with a nice smooth brush. If you're looking for a grimy panel, just keep going down. And other ways of taking it off, bring your Q-tip in, and you can just kind of roll your Q-tip around, and it gives an uneven removal, kind of gives it a nice effect. Focus. All kinds of ways to give your car a nice grimy look. It doesn't look overdone, because sometimes I truly enjoy airbrushing, but trying to overcoat the whole car with grime with an airbrush, in my opinion, just gets too much in one area. So this is a good way to keep that under control. Yeah, you can just kind of keep working at in between the ladders. You got too much in there, you can get in there, rub that out between the ladders so it doesn't look so dark. In there in the edges of the ladders, just kind of highlight the rungs, kind of remove that along the edge. Down here in the jacking pad area, in the rib, you can see how much is coming off the Q-tip. And you can just keep going. Get another one. You can use all different kinds of kind of go with the Q-tip there, and it'll give you some uneven and streaks. Kind of clean off the edge of the front edge of the rib a little bit. You got that down on that side. Kind of drag it down. It's just a real easy way to move everything around. Like you can get in there and remove it there. Kind of reveal that patch, and then you can get down there and just kind of dab that around, move them spots around, make the grime and dirt and rusty look just however you like. And then when you're done, you get it the way you want. You'll have to dull coat it to seal it in. That's my way of doing it. This car here, it's been dull coated already. So I think it makes a very nice, grimy, not so rotted up car look. Just a good dirty car. Looks great in a contest. Throw a coal load in that. Really brings it alive. All right, I'll probably do a few more videos throughout the process of weathering this car. I have 3 of these in process. Two of them are to the where I want them and complete. They're pretty similar. This one's probably a little darker than the other one. This is the other one that's complete. They're about the same, just there's a little more surface rust on the top car. Like I said, I was trying to keep these pretty like when they first patched them out for B&LE, and they were in service for a while, not too long. I know after they left the B&LE, they went to other railroads. They went to the Wheeling, Lake Erie, Buffalo and Pittsburgh, got a few of them, and they re-lettered them. They're much rustier state in life when they got them. So I think these will look good running on the B&LE train we have. So, all right, well, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to shoot me a message. Hopefully this helps you out through weathering. I've been doing this for over 25 years. So it's one of my favorite things of the hobby is doing the weathering and aging, painting and decaling. It's just been a great way to enjoy the hobby through the years. So, all right. Take care, everybody. Bye.